welcome back. Today I am making this video for Standard 10 Economics Chapter 1. This is the second and the final part of this video. Now, in the previous class, we have seen about development. We have seen about the development of a nation. We have seen about the development of the human beings. We have seen about national income. We have seen about per capita income. So all these topics we have discussed in the previous class. So today we will discuss about the other indicators of development. These are the indicators which are related with human being but are very essential for the development of a nation. Now, the first topic will be infant mortality rate. Second will be literacy rate. Third will be GER. What is this GER? Gross enrollment ratio. Fourth, we will see HDI, that is Human Development Index. And at last, we will see about sustainable development. Let's begin with IMR, infant mortality rate. Now, this IMR, it is very essential for a country. IMR clearly shows the health infrastructure of a country. Now, what is actually the IMR means? Now, first word you see, that is infant. Now, who is an infant? An infant is a human child whose age is between 0 to 2 years. Now, infant mortality rate. Now, among 1000 children, it is calculated on the basis of 1000 children. Higher the IMR, lower is the development of the country. That means if more and more among 1000 children, among 1000 birth whose the age will be between 0 to 2 years, if it is seen that more children are dying between this, so 0 to 2 years, if the infants are dying, that clearly reflects the poor health infrastructure of that country. So this is about the infant mortality rate. Second indicator, that is the literacy rate. It is also very important for a country. Now, how it is ascertained, the literacy rate? The literacy rate is ascertained by taking into account, by making a survey of around 100 people. Among 100 people, a survey is made. So, the more the people are educated, so higher indicator is shown. So it shows that the country is more and more developed. So it indicates that the country is developed. So if among 100 people, the more the people will be educated, it will reflect a very good, a very positive picture of about that country. Gross enrollment ratio, GER, gross enrollment ratio. What it shows? Gross enrollment ratio, it shows that how many children are going to school, how many children are enrolled in the basic education. Okay, between 6 to 14 years of age, how many children have attained the education. So the higher the GER, higher is the education standard or the development standard of that country. Human Development Index. So this I will show you in this chart. Now, in this Human Development Index, it focuses on certain parameters. What are those parameters? Human Development Index. Now, how a human being can say, I have developed? Now, remember, in the previous class, we have discussed that only income cannot satisfy the development standard of a human. That means, only with income, a human being cannot be satisfied. So, in order to ascertain the Human Development Index, now according to United Nations Development Program, UNDP, United Nations Development Program, they are taking into account the HDI as one of the development factor of the country. So the better the HDI, the better is the development. Now, what is actually this Human Development Index focuses on? It focuses on 100% literacy. That means the Human Development Index, it focuses that more and more persons, whether it is a male or a female, boy or a girl, all should be educated. So we have to achieve this a country has to achieve 100% literacy to get a better HDI. Not only literacy, there are other things. Better health facilities. Now, better health facilities. So if better health facilities will not be there, a country cannot get a better human capital. Better human capital means, now what is a human capital? Human capital is an asset for a country. So all the children who in the future they will become successful professionals, doctor, lawyer, engineer, all these are the human capitals. So these are the better health, so all can be attained by the better health facilities. 100% literacy. Now another thing, pollution free environment. So these all things are the indicators of HDI. Pollution free environment. A person has the right to stay in a pollution free environment. A person has a right to education. A person has a right to get better health facility. So all comes under the Human Development Index. If a person is getting all these things, then only a person can say that yes, I am developed. Yes, another factor, creating employment opportunities. Now it has to be ascertained by the government that no person remains unemployed. So no person remains unemployed means the government should try to provide more and more employment, the maximum employment to the people. So all these are the indicators of Human Development Index. Now, in the previous class, we had discussed about the India's position in comparison to many smaller countries. Now, I had said that India's position in comparison to the smaller countries, not in all the aspects, but in some aspect, India's position is a little low, quite low. Now, what is the reason? Now, we have one demerit, one disadvantage we have. What is the disadvantage? Our India's disadvantage, that is population. Now, what is the root cause of this population? The root cause of the population is lack of education. Now, you see, you just focus on this matter, all these things, infant mortality rate, literacy rate, HDI, all these factors can only be attained through education. So, education is the key factor of development. It is the key and one of the important factor of development. So again coming back to the topic, disadvantage. Now what? Our population is the biggest hindrance in the path of development. Now if I compare with Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka is a very small country in comparison to India. But if I will calculate the per capita income about a person who is residing in Sri Lanka and residing in India, on many aspects we will see that the per capita income of Sri Lanka may come higher in comparison to India. This may come higher. So it may show a higher graph. Why it may show? Because of the population factor. So lower the population, higher is the per capita income. Now we will discuss this last point, sustainable development. Now I think you are very familiar with this point, sustainable development. What is the sustainable development? Sustainable development means that development can be achieved. Development can be achieved, but without compromising with environment. That means here in today's date, in modern time, some of the economists are focusing on sustainable development. Sustainable development means that development must be done, but not by doing any harm to the nature. So it's sustainable development. Sustainable development, in another word, it can also be said as a balanced development. Okay. So without compromising with the environment, if development can be done, that can be that is sustainable development. So this sustainable development. Now there are few points we can see. How can sustainable development be achieved? How can sustainable development be achieved? So the first point you see, you focus on the first point, avoidance of overuse of resources. So overuse of resources should not be done. It should be done in a limited, in a restricted way. Renewable resources should be extracted on a sustainable basis. That means in a balanced way. It should not be exceeded the rate of regeneration. The third is the point is that the rate of depletion of non-renewable resources should not exceed the rate of the growth of the renewable substitute. That means the resources which are non-renewable, it should be utilized as less as possible. Now we have to keep something for the future generations to use. So if we can attain this balanced development successfully, then only in the upcoming days our country can develop. So with this we have came to the end of this chapter. Now in the next video we will start with chapter number 3, history, that is nationalism in India. You will get some questions related to this topic after 1 or 2 days, and those questions will be uploaded in the school website. So visit www.valleypublicschool.org. Till then, thank you and goodbye.